Good morning, everyone. I am Teacher Beth. Welcome to our Scientific Wednesday class. I'll help you understand the different things around us. Today, we are going to talk about the conditions necessary to make a bulb light up. Can you imagine a day in your life without electricity? We use electricity for lighting, heating, cooling, refrigeration, public transportations, for operating computers, and electrical appliances. In fact, we use electricity constantly in our day-to-day life. Electricity is a form of energy that can give things the ability to move and work. Electricity is the form of energy that we can get when electrons flow from one place to another. What are electrons? Everything in the universe is made up of atoms. If you take an object and break it down into smaller and smaller units, you will eventually find atoms, which are the building blocks of everything. Atoms are further made up of smaller particles called protons, neutrons, and electrons. The center of an atom is called the nucleus. The nucleus is made up of particles called protons and neutrons. The protons and electrons of an atom are attracted to each other. They both carry an electrical charge. Protons have a positive charge and electrons have a negative charge. Electrons spin around the nucleus in shells. Atoms are mostly empty space. The continuous flow of electrons from one atom to another is known as electric current. The number of electrons in an atom determines the kind of atom. By understanding how electricity works, you will be able to create a circuit. Have you ever wondered about the difference between batteries and electricity from all outlets? Or how to make a circuit? A circuit is a path that electricity flows along. It starts at a power source like a battery and flows through a wire to a light bulb. You can build your own circuit and see how it works with this activity. You will discover that a flow of electrons is needed to light a light bulb in a lamp. However, things can happen that will stop the electrons from moving and turn off the light bulb. What might possibly stop electrons from moving? Well, today you will solve this mystery during the activity. I'm going to show you how to make a simple electric circuit. The materials needed are switch. It is an electrical component that can connect or disconnect the path in an electrical circuit. Batteries. Battery is a collection of cells. A cell is a single unit that converts chemicals stored in it into electricity. We also need battery holder, one or more compartments or chambers for holding a battery. Next, we have here a bulb. This is a 3.8 volts bulb. The filament in this bulb is made of tungsten. When the filament breaks, it breaks the circuit, stopping the flow of electric current, and thus the bulb stops glowing. The bulb socket. It is a device which mechanically supports and provides electrical connections. And of course, we also need wires. A wire is made of metals that are good conductors of electricity and can easily be stretched. It is a property known as ductility. So let's start with the activity. Before connecting them to the switch, you should check if your bulb is working. So let's check first if our bulb is working. Okay. Now, you have to connect the positive side directly to the side of the battery holder. And the negative is connected directly to the side of the negative side of the battery holder. So electricity from the battery has to flow out one end to the negative end and back into the positive end in order to work. So for the color coding, you have noticed that the red wire is always the positive and the black wire is the negative. So let us connect the positive wire to the switch. So we have here the positive wire, and let us connect it to our switch, to the switch, using the wire. Okay, so we have the red. We're going to connect it to the negative side. So on the other side of the switch, it is connected to the positive sides of the socket, and the other side is the negative. So let's double check if the negative wire connected to the negative side of the socket. Okay, now let's try to light up the bulb. So it's working. After performing the activity, answer the following questions. Question number 1. How many connections of batteries are necessary for the light bulb to light up? Number 2. After connecting the battery terminals with a piece of wire, what did you notice? And number 3. How did you feel after you completed all the steps in the activity? Do the activity following the safety precautions. Have fun learning. Electricity is caused by tiny particles with negative charges called electrons. When a circuit is complete or closed, electrons can flow from one end of a battery all the way around through the wires to the other end of the battery. Along its way, it will carry electrons to electrical objects that are connected to it, like the light bulb, and make them work.